Every relationship operates with a hidden layer of communication that goes far beyond basic conversation. Most people focus on the literal meaning of words, but the true impact lies in the emotional frequency you project. While many men treat nicknames as a casual afterthought, they are actually precision tools that act as psychological triggers. When you use a specific, affectionate name that resonates with her personality, you aren't just speaking. You are sparking a biological reaction. At that moment, her brain is flooded with dopamine, which creates a rush of pleasure and anticipation, and oxytocin, the cuddle hormone responsible for deep trust and long-term bonding. This chemical cocktail shifts her perspective of you instantly, moving her from a guarded or logical state into a more open, emotional one. Understanding this dynamic isn't about using tricks or manipulation. It is a high-level application of emotional intelligence. It shows that you are observant enough to recognize her unique energy and confident enough to claim it. By choosing the right word at the right time, you effectively reprogram the atmosphere between you. You are teaching her subconscious to associate the sound of your voice with a sense of safety, intense desire, and absolute comfort. Over time, these nicknames become a secret code that only the two of you share, building an invisible wall around the relationship that makes her feel uniquely seen and adored in a way that logic alone can never replicate. Establishing deep attraction begins with how you reflect a woman's value back to her. This first group of nicknames is designed to create masculine polarity, which is the natural pull between your grounded, protective energy and her feminine essence. By choosing words that highlight her elegance and status, you are doing more than just being nice. You are affirming her identity as a high-value woman and positioning yourself as an observant, confident partner who truly sees her. When these names are used correctly, they don't just sound like compliments. They feel like a mirror showing her the best version of herself, which naturally draws her closer to you. The nickname Pretty Lady acts as a double strike in psychological terms. While most men settle for basic comments on looks, this phrase pairs physical attraction with a high level of respect. It suggests that you see her as more than just a passing interest. You see her as someone with class and grace. It's an old-school approach that makes a woman feel respected and elegant, which is a rare and powerful feeling in modern dating. By using it, you signal that you value her as an individual, creating a sense of safety and appreciation that goes beyond the surface. Moving into even stronger territory, names like princess or queen tap into a woman's desire to feel like the chosen one in your world. This isn't about feeding someone's ego. It's about signaling your own loyalty and your role as a protector. When a man with a calm, masculine presence calls a woman his queen, it creates a royal dynamic where she feels cherished and prioritized. However, the key here is your own energy. If you say these things because you are desperate for her approval, they will feel suffocating and weak. But when they come from a place of strength and genuine admiration, they reinforce a healthy power dynamic where she feels safe to relax into her softer, feminine side. Finally, the word gorgeous serves as a timeless recognition of her entire essence. Unlike the word hot, which can feel overly sexual or one-dimensional, gorgeous suggests a beauty that radiates from the inside out. It acknowledges her glow, her style, and her presence all at once. Because it feels like a statement of fact rather than a desperate plea for attention, using it casually in conversation provides a form of effortless validation. It tells her that you find her breathtaking without her even having to try, which builds her confidence and reinforces her emotional connection to you. Once you have established initial attraction, your goal shifts toward creating a safe harbor within the relationship. This stage is about building a foundation of comfort and a shared sense of us. These nicknames work by actively relaxing her nervous system, signaling that she can let her guard down because she is in a space of total acceptance. When a woman feels emotionally secure, her connection to you deepens because you become her primary source of peace. By evolving your language to include terms of familiarity, you are effectively building an invisible boundary around the two of you, creating a private world where she feels both protected and deeply understood. The terms babe and baby are often considered the gold standard for relationship familiarity, but their power lies in the specific energy they carry. Calling her babe is a casual yet firm way of signaling an established connection. It's a shorthand for saying, we belong together. Moving to baby adds a deeper layer of tenderness and vulnerability, suggesting that you see her as someone precious who deserves your protection. However, the secret to making these work is scarcity. If you throw these words into every single sentence, they lose their impact and become white noise. To keep them hypnotic, use them intentionally. A low, calm, "Hey babe," when she walks into the room can instantly lower her stress levels and remind her of the bond you share. To take the intimacy even further, a nickname like Sunshine moves the focus away from her physical appearance and toward the energy she radiates. When you call her this, you are providing a high-level form of validation that most men miss. You are essentially telling her that her personality, her smile, and her very presence make your world brighter and easier to navigate. This builds deep emotional intimacy because it shows you are paying attention to the feelings she brings into your life. It makes her feel essential to your happiness, which is one of the most powerful ways to secure an emotional bond. By recognizing the light she brings, you encourage her to continue being her most vibrant, authentic self around you. To keep a relationship thriving, you have to master the balance between emotional comfort and the spark of excitement. If things become too comfortable, they can feel predictable. If they stay too intense, they become exhausting. This segment is about using nicknames to pull a woman out of her logical, everyday to-do list brain and drop her into a fun, flirtatious headspace. These specific names are designed to create a sense of play and sexual tension, ensuring that the chemistry between you stays vibrant. By switching up your language this way, you remind her that your connection isn't just about stability. It's about the thrill of being together. The nickname Cutie is one of the most deceptively powerful tools in your kit because it is lighthearted and non-sexual. On the surface, it seems innocent, but that's exactly why it works. Because it doesn't feel like a heavy pickup line, it effectively lowers her defenses. It allows her to feel youthful, carefree, and girly in your presence. This creates a form of safe attraction, a way to build tension and chemistry without the immediate pressure of being overly serious or intense. When you call her a cutie with a playful smile, you're telling her that you find her charming and fun to be around, which encourages her to relax and enjoy the moment. While cutie brings the light, hot stuff brings the fire. This nickname is a tool of playful dominance and serves a very specific purpose. It reminds her that you see her as a woman and a romantic interest, not just a friend. It's a direct way to keep the friend zone at bay and maintain the sexual polarity of the relationship. The magic of this name is all in the delivery. When you use it with a smirk and steady eye contact, it signals that you are confident in your attraction and comfortable in your own skin. It tells her she is desired in a way that is bold yet fun, keeping the attraction alive and making sure the spark never fades. The final stage of using nicknames moves beyond outward attraction and begins to tap into a woman's deepest subconscious needs. These subconscious anchors are designed to create a permanent emotional imprint, making your connection feel rare and irreplaceable. While other nicknames might focus on how she looks or how much fun you're having, these terms focus on the soul of the relationship. They address her need to feel essential, safe, and uniquely understood. By using these anchors, you are essentially telling her that she isn't just another person in your life, but a foundational part of your world that no one else can fill. Calling a woman angel is a powerful way to acknowledge her nurturing side and the peace she brings into your life. In a world that is often chaotic and demanding, this nickname signals that she is your calm in the storm. It goes deeper than a standard compliment because it validates her character and the emotional sanctuary she provides. When you use this term with genuine appreciation, especially in a quiet, intimate moment, it reinforces her role as a safe space in your life. It builds a profound level of trust as it tells her that you recognize and cherish the kindness and purity she shares with you, making her feel spiritually connected to you. The most potent tool in your entire arsenal, however, is the inside joke nickname. Whether it's something playful like smarty pants, giggles, or a completely unique word born from a shared adventure, these names carry the power of exclusivity. Because this name is rooted in a specific memory or a private moment that only the two of you share, it creates an invisible emotional thread that no outsider can pull. Every time you use it, you aren't just saying a word. You are instantly transporting her back to the laughter and closeness of that original moment. This creates a psychological loop of positive reinforcement, reminding her that your bond is one of a kind. It's the ultimate way to make her feel seen and known on a level that logic alone can't explain. To truly master this secret language, you must move beyond the words themselves and focus on the delivery. High-value communication is built on the foundation of 3 golden rules that ensure your nicknames land with impact rather than coming across as awkward or scripted. The first rule is to pace yourself. It is vital that you do not rush into deep or highly intimate nicknames too quickly. A nickname should feel like a natural evolution of your growing bond, not a forced attempt to create closeness that isn't there yet. When a name is earned through shared time and experiences, it carries far more weight and sincerity. If you jump straight to baby or queen on a first date, it can trigger her internal alarm bells. However, if you wait for the right moment of connection, the word becomes a natural expression of your chemistry. The second rule is to read the room with high social awareness. Every woman is different, and what resonates with one might not work for another. You must become a student of her body language and subtle cues. If you drop a nickname and she smiles, maintains eye contact, or leans toward you, you've successfully hit the right emotional frequency. On the other hand, if she stiffens, gives a forced laugh, or changes the subject, she is telling you, subconsciously, that the word doesn't fit the current dynamic. Being a grounded partner means being flexible enough to adjust your tone or pull back when necessary. This level of calibration shows her that you are truly present and attuned to her comfort, which actually makes you more attractive in the long run. Finally, the most important rule is that authenticity is king. Women have a very high radar for insincerity. If the energy behind your voice doesn't match the word you're using, she will feel the disconnect instantly. You should never use a nickname just because you think it's a tactic. You must mean what you say and say it like you mean it. When your words are backed by genuine intent, they become more than just cute labels. They turn into powerful emotional anchors. By using these names with clear intention and real feeling, you won't just touch her heart in the moment. You will fundamentally change how she perceives you and how she remembers your connection for years to come.